What's up, everybody? My name is Natalie, and I'm here with Wendell. And today we're going to be talking about Stoicism. Do you know what Stoicism is?
I forgot.
I forgot, yeah. It's basically a philosophy, and it's got a lot of different parts to it, but kind of the core idea is that some things are in our control and some things are not in our control, so we should focus on what we can control. What do you think about that?
Yeah, sure. That sounds all right. What we can control, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And I have this book here. It's called Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Do you know who he was?
Barely heard the name before.
He was the most powerful man in the world, essentially. And most people, when they have a lot of power, what do they do with it?
Abuse it.
What do you think about the idea of people using power for good?
Oh, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Depends what good they're going to do,
Do you think because someone is smarter and more dominant, does that give them right to treat others however they want?
Absolutely not. That gives them an obligation.
Obligation to do what?
Even the playing field for those that are being abused, if they have that kind of power, they should help those people.
Nobody has the right to do evil,
Yeah. I agree. So now I'm going to read a quote that I like, and I'll see what you think about it. Okay. To do harm is to do yourself harm. To do an injustice is to do yourself an injustice. It degrades you. What do you think about that?
Freaking love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Makes me soft inside. What better? That's a powerful person speaking about his or her, but it's a his.
Yeah, it's a his.
Responsibility because of this great power he's been bestowed.
Mm-hmm. So do you think if you commit harm towards others, does that harm you?
Absolutely.
So do you think if you harm others that it causes harm to you?
Yeah, and they could call that karma and all of that, but no, God pays back. God does pay us back for what we do. He says, vengeance is mine and I will repay. And he does.
I'm curious how far that extends.
I need to start disagreeing with you.
I think you're about to. Yeah. So I'm curious how far that extends. Like, for example, if I saw a dog and I started beating the dog, would that count as doing harm?
Absolutely.
And how come?
Are you kidding me? It's a defenseless dog.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't allow it. I'd stop you.
Good. And another part of that quote was, if you see injustice and do nothing, then that's also committing injustice. So you would try to stop the injustice.
Absolutely.
It's wrong to harm a dog because, they can feel pain like humans.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, all animals, they have feelings. And when God made them, he said that. He said, that he blessed them. So if you bless an animal, you're loving them, So they have feelings. Oh, sure they do.
What if instead of a dog, it were a pig?
Same thing.
You would still try to stop me?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Because you recognize that, they're both animals who feel emotions and that kind of thing?
What's the difference?
What's the difference?
I'm with you there.
Awesome.
Meat is murder.
So I'm curious, do you think the animals in the meat and dairy industry, do you think they're treated badly?
Of course, yeah.
How badly, like on a scale of 1 to 10, and 10 being the worst?
A 10, because even in the Bible, that's written in the prophecies that the animals would languish and the beasts of the field would be penned up, and they wouldn't be able to eat the grass out of the field, and that's what happens in those stockyards and stuff. It's horrible.
Do you consume animal products?
I do not.
Really?
Completely.
Are you vegan?
Like I do, yes.
Shit. No, that's great. I was gonna talk about Stoicism and then try to get someone to go vegan.
The thing is, so go vegan. Okay, well, I'm not that deep into it. I'm probably 3 months into it because I met this guru up in Buffalo, New York, of all places, and he showed me a different way. I've already lost 40 pounds, and the guy's all about a vegan thing, so I'm probably not the guy you want to argue with, because right now I'm bought into it because it's working.
So do you consume animal products?
Yeah, well, I have a lot, and I still do. I don't know what else to eat. I'm not living on a farm where I can grow vegetables, so I either go to, and I don't even care for, the chicken places no more, but, I go anyway, just to feed myself, but I think we mostly eating garbage,
Actually, you know what?
What?
I have cream with my coffee.
Ah, okay. Have you tried
Fuck. No, I haven't even thought about it.
Well, I'm glad you are now. So do you know much about the dairy industry? Because I feel like a lot of people don't.
I have zero concept of the dairy industry
So why do cows produce milk in the first place?
because they're supposed to be having children, I guess.
Yeah, well, they do have children. What happens to those children?
They get slaughtered for veal.
Yeah. Would you say that's
You're
causing
slaughtering
harm?
me up here. I love it. Okay. As a
So,
former meat eater, this almost feels like penance.
what happens to the cows when they can no longer produce milk?
I'm sure they get eaten too. You're leading me down a path there. Yeah.
They get sent to the slaughterhouse.
It's not a pretty scene.
No. Have you tried, there's oat cream or almond creamer. It's pretty good.
I don't like it, but guess what? I can have my coffee plain. I can't have the
Sure.
cream. This is for a health perspective, which kind of tells you something, doesn't it?
Yeah, and
If it's
also,
not healthy for you, it's unnatural. If it's unnatural, I think it's wrong. I mean,
especially when you look at the effect it has on others. Like, let's say it was healthy and that it tasted good. Would that justify harming animals?
absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Do you think if you knew how to stop consuming animal products, would you?
Yeah. I mean, because nuts and fruits and that all has protein in it. You know, the working man, he doesn't. If he works real hard, he needs a lot of protein. So sometimes just lettuce and tomatoes is not gonna. You gotta be used to that. The body has to be used to that.
But let's say you eat like a chicken. Where does the chicken get protein?
Well, from his food, from the food that he eats,
Which is plants typically, right? So can humans get enough protein from plants? Maybe not lettuce, tomatoes, but like other plants?
I guess so. If they're not working hard, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
Anyone watching who's not vegan yet, what would you say to them?
Go see your doctor. It's not healthy. For starters, I got where this young lady's coming from. But
kidding.
it's not even my train of thought. So it is wrong. I don't know if I agree with that. But it is horrible for you. Absolutely horrible. So you got somebody who truly believes in the fact that is wrong, and I could explore those possibilities and see the logic there, but that's not even where I'm at. It's unnatural.
If you could live a life where you intentionally harmed humans, intentionally harmed animals, or neither, which would you choose?
If I could choose a life where I wouldn't harm animals or humans, well, that's the life that we're supposed to be living if we're obedient to God. We can't harm other people or animals or even plants, or trees.
So do you think maybe not eating animal products would be closer to that goal?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can I show you how or give you some information to do it?
I guess.
Are you against hunting?
I'm a hunter.
You are a hunter. What do you hunt?
I hunt cats in my neighborhood. I'm a hunter.
All right. Oh, that's good. That's excellent.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and become a patron today. If you missed yesterday's video, click to the left.